Ship, this is Control. Please identify yourself. Over.
This is Cortez.
Sergeant Cortez.
What is up, iplaycod? Should I say, what is up, haters of iplaycod and me? A lot of the comments that I got on the last video were of the Barrett with the thermal was, you know, you're awful. Okay? You know, a lot of things saying you suck. You have to use thermal on a Barrett. You're terrible. Intervention where it's at. Blah blah blah. First things first. Are you trying to make yourself sound smart? That just because you follow the curve that everyone else has to? You know, what does that do? That just turns us all into a bunch of mindless zombies. We all use the intervention. We all quick scope. We all use all of this crap. I don't care about any of that. I'm not the kind of person that likes to follow the curve. Not because I'm not good enough. Because I know I'm good enough, and I like to do what I like to do. Okay? Basically enough, I paid for my copy of this game. So why the hell should you tell me what to do? A complete fucking stranger, probably sitting in their mom's basement. And while he's waiting for this to buffer, he's probably jacking off. Since when do you get to tell me what to do with my game? So I'm trying to make you guys happy. I'm trying to be tryhard right here. You see the quick scoping through the wall, okay? I don't usually do that. I got this game maybe 10 minutes before the Barrett game, okay? So I was using an intervention the same day with Full Metal Jacket. Are you guys happy now? No, because you're just going to nitpick at something else, like, he's using steady aim. Everyone uses ninja. Well, everyone's not in optic. You don't have to use ninja. Okay, I like to actually have a better idea of where my scope is going to be. I'll come out and say it. I don't think I'm good enough to be using it without that. To be using an intervention with ninja. At least if I'm quick scoping. If I'm going to hang back a little bit, sure, I'll throw it on just to be silent and avoid the heartbeats. Because that is the one thing that always gets me when I'm sniping is heartbeats. Speaking of which, you know, you guys always say that the stuff people use is overpowered. Well, I haven't seen anyone else on this channel get nearly as much hate and backlash as I have with my 2 videos or so on here. I think this one's going to be the 4th. If my search game isn't already up, then this is, if it is, then this is, I think this is going to be the 5th. But I think the one video that went over good enough was the foul nuke. And if you didn't see it, it's because they didn't advertise it. But you can go through the iplaycod video library on their YouTube channel and you'll find it. It's got like 400 something views because they didn't put up like a, hey, we posted this today. But that's the only one where I was getting people that were saying, good job. Like, you got a foul. You got a nuke with a foul. That's not the easiest thing to do in the world. You know, people usually get nukes with, you know, infinite noob tubes using one-man army, or claymores, or boosting. I don't go that far. I've never boosted in my life. I hate it. You know, if I ran into as many boosters as Sandy Ravage does, I would have fucking 20 Booster Justice videos out. But because I don't find them anymore, you know, I don't get to kill them. And I don't get to enjoy them screaming at me. Alright, so you guys are thinking I'm still using things that are overpowered. Question. What is not overpowered in this game? Can you think of anything? Just take a second. Think of something that isn't overpowered. Okay? One thing I can think of is probably the AK-47. The secondaries that aren't shotguns, and by that, I'm actually just talking about the semi-automatic pistols, like the original Call of Duty 4 had, Modern Warfare had. Okay, you have the M9, the 44 mag, USP, Deagle, whatever. Those are the only balanced secondaries that Infinity Ward has. Everything else is pretty crazy. And that's just what everybody else thinks. But what I think is that this stuff is actually pretty good. You guys probably think a shotgun. 10 feet. And then, in real life, 10 feet, and then you're screwed if he's any further than that. Not exactly. Shotguns can go a lot further than you think. And Infinity Ward, I guess, knew that. Because they compensated for it. You know, shotguns can shoot like 50 feet away and still have a lethal spray with their bullets. That's like from me to like where that guy is right now. Not there, but probably, you know, it's got to be like from here to the tree that my teammate was right next to. That's like a lethal range in real life, and Infinity Ward knew this, so they at least compensated with the spaz. I admit, the models, before they got patched, they were awful. Okay? I was using them just to get the titles for them. And I got so much hate from that, so much hate mail, I just laughed it off. But, you know, looking back, they were right. You know, the Akimbo models, 1887s, were overpowered. But now I think they're useless. They are the stereotypical 10 feet and then you're fucked. That's what I don't like. You know, Infinity Ward's trying to, you know, make it too unfair for everything. But now getting to what I think they did mess up. One, they messed up the, definitely messed up the death streaks. Painkiller. Horrible idea. Let's give them 5 times Juggernaut when they spawn. Alright, just in case, if you're just catching someone as they spawn, not even camping the spawn, if you're just running by and someone spawns and you go to shoot them and they have Painkiller, you are not going to win. Unless their controller dies or falls out of their hand, you are not going to win that fight. And I've had a bunch of kill streaks ruined by that. Second, Final Stand. Awful idea. Last Stand, good idea. Last Stand Pro, not a good idea. Regular Last Stand, where you couldn't crawl back in Modern Warfare, where you couldn't crawl and you could only use a pistol, that was a good idea. Last Stand Pro, where you can crawl around and use grenades and everything, not so much. Final Stand, horrible idea. I don't use Final Stand, so I don't know why you guys think that just because I use thermal, you think I use everything else that's cheap in this game. You know, you guys hate Commando, I hate Commando. You guys hate One-Man Army Danger Close, I hate One-Man Army Danger Close. I only use that when it's being used against me. I have a class for that, just in case someone is being enough of a douchebag to use it against me. And I'll use it right back. It's basically like my friend Dirty Deeds, who's sponsored by Machinima, okay? You may not know him, because he's only put up a video or 2 on their channel, but, you know, he's got the right mindset. His bio used to say, I play as fair as you want. And you know what? That's basically what I do. I play as fair as people want to play. If that means that I get dropped into a game where everybody's marathon lightweighting, commandoing, or tubing, I'm going to use that first recon default set, or I'm going to use my One-Man Army Danger Close set. But that's not all I use. I'm not the asshole who uses it every game. I'm not that guy. I hate that guy. I wish that guy would get banned by the pro for all I care. If you guys want to see what I'm talking about, I will use... There's another thing. Akimbo weapons. Hate Akimbo weapons. Don't use them. Hate them. If you guys want, I'll use an actual try to make the least overpowered class I can think of. You know? So automatically I'm thinking of an F2000. An F2000 probably would use lightweight on it because it's pretty small. For a first perk, I wouldn't want to go with Marathon because then I would draw a lot of flack from Marathon Lightweight Commando, even though I wouldn't be using Commando. But I'd just be using it to close the distance on people. So, I'd probably do Bling on it. Put like a holographic and Full Metal Jacket on it just to up the damage a little bit. You know, people think Bling is overpowered. The real, like, Navy SEALs, they don't just go in with one attachment. They have the fucking, you know, they got attachments up the butt. And that is the end of the game. So, F2000, look for lightweight, look for Probably ninja, and probably bling. So, bling, lightweight, ninja, and a regular pistol for the secondary. That's my realistic class, and that's what's going to be coming next. And see you then, haters.